Hey friends, and welcome back to Seasonally Productive. It is the day before we leave for our big giant adventure trip, and well, this is the state of my house and this is the state of my packing. And if you have ever if you've ever left your home for more than one day at a time, you know that the day before you leave there is a million and one things to do. No different for me today, and of course yesterday was Halloween. I gotta take down decorations, get the house tidy. My mom's gonna be staying here. We have a lot of things to do and a very little time to do them. My dad took the kids. I have a few hours just by myself, and the thing that's stressing me out the most is packing. So we're getting that done. Of course I have to film it, so I choose to film it. I don't have to, I choose to film it. So that's why I look like this, and that's why we are tackling the packing first off, as much as we can. There's a few things I need to do still laundry for, but we can get almost all of the bags 99% packed. So I have my list here. We did a test pack a couple weeks ago, kind of figure out exactly what everybody wants to take and exactly what everybody wants to wear on the plane, so we can figure that out, get everything packed neatly. A couple things are already packed still from that. So in that duffel bag back there is our tent and our sleeping foam mattresses and our pillows. And then in this bag right here, we have our sleeping bags. All 4 of our sleeping bags are in one carry-on, which is incredible. I don't think I'm gonna get these in there, but if I can fit the kids' life jackets in there, I would be super happy. We'll see. I might have to tuck them in somewhere else, or they might have to stay behind. And then I have just, everything else is just exploded everywhere. My dad just dropped off some purses of my mom's that I'm going to borrow one for the trip because I don't have a small purse, so I need to see which one fits. I'm thinking I might lean towards this one if my passport wallet can fit in here. This one is a better size, it's bigger, and it has a zipper. I guess like the look of this one better, and I like how much more compact it is. But if I have to take this one, I mean, I definitely don't mind it. My mom picked this up when we were in Wales several years ago. So I have 4 carry-ons to deal with. Well, technically 2, because 2 are more or less packed, and then the 4 personal items. Okay, anyway, time to get packing, and I'm just gonna bring everything out here and organize it by which bag it's going in, and then get the things into the bags. And hopefully I don't forget anything. And as I'm doing this and going through our clothes and what we're bringing and everything, it's really showing apparent gaps in our wardrobe that are not me made. So I'm going to be taking some notes and knowing what needs replacing. For example, my denim shorts are very, very old and they should probably be replaced. Okay, so for my husband, he is taking 3 t-shirts, 2 tank tops, pile of underwear, 2 pairs of socks, 3 pairs of shorts, and 2 swimming trunks. Then on the plane he will wear his multi-purpose shoes, his gray corduroy pants, a t-shirt, and then this quilted long sleeve hooded layering piece. And for rain gear he'll probably take some sort of shell to go over that. Alright, for myself I am taking my chambray button-up layering piece, 2 pajama tops and 1 pair of pajama shorts, a skirt, 3 summer dresses, 2 bathing suits, 2 pairs of shorts, 1 t-shirt, 4 tank tops, and a pair of sweatpants, of course a pile of underwear, sports bras, and 2 pairs of socks, just 1 regular bra for this trip. And then onto the plane I'll be wearing a t-shirt, a bunny hug, my amazing warm rainproof jacket, shell layer, some cozy viscose pants, and my multi-purpose sandals. And for my daughter, she's taking 4 dresses, 3 pairs of shorts, a shorts romper, 3 tank tops, 2 t-shirts, 1 pair of chambray pants, 2 bathing suits, and then of course pile of underwear and 2 pairs of socks. And on the plane, she'll be wearing a t-shirt, a cozy pullover with matching sweatpants, and her multi-purpose sandals. And her jacket. And for our son, he's taking 3 tank tops, 2 pairs of swimming trunks and a swim shirt, 3 t-shirts, 2 pairs of short and t-shirt pajamas, and then a warm pair of pajamas because we're sleeping on the side of a volcano one night at 7,000 feet, 4 pairs of shorts, and his black kind of khaki cargo type pants, as well as 2 pairs of socks and a stack of underwear. And on the airplane, he'll be wearing a t-shirt, a bunny hug, his rain jacket, and some sweatpants with his multi-purpose sandals. Okay, I legitimately almost just forgot to pack my daughter pajamas, which would have been horrible for me because of the tongue lashing I would have gotten, but also obviously horrible for her. I mean, we could have figured something else, whatever, but I did put together some pajamas for her. So to be honest, she's kind of lacking in this department, but so I don't know, I'm gonna have to go through the laundry and see, right? Minimalist problems, hey? Don't have enough pajamas to go on a trip. So I put together these pajama pants and just a black long sleeve shirt for our cold nights, and then some shorts and t-shirts. Some of them are pajamas, okay? Some of them are pajamas, guys. My daughter does have pajamas. They must just be in the laundry, and she does need a few new pairs. And now to try and fit all of this into 2 little suitcases, I'm gonna try kind of like a hybrid fold roll. More folding, it's just like folding in thirds, but I wanna make sure I'm using all the vertical space. So you may have noticed we are only taking 1 pair of shoes each, and that's the pair we're wearing. We hope to be barefoot a good majority of the time, and for those times where we're hiking or do need the footwear, we will use our 1 pair of water safe sandals each. And yes, it must be on your mind, how are they going to be gone for 15 days with only that much clothing? We will be using the services of laundromats. I was planning to do 2 laundry days, but honestly, we might get away with just 1. And while we are going to a tropical place, beautiful, beautiful tropical Hawaii, we did book a campsite on the side of a volcano at 7,000 feet. So we are going to need 1 set of warm clothes for that night because it gets down to about 0 degrees Celsius at night. So tent camping could be a little bit chilly. Luckily, we're used to it. I did try to pack the least bulky clothes that we all have, or what we do need that's bulky, we're wearing on the plane. Of course, this is the bulkiest swimsuit I own, but I have very limited choices, so it has to come along. Love a good challenge.
So while I'm packing up my daughter's clothes here, I did just want to quickly address the large break that has been on my channel since I've posted a video. The truth is, at first, I couldn't edit. My computer was not I was out of space on my hard drive, on my 2 external hard drives, and on my, I don't even know what it's called, like network hard drive. So I've been doing some cleaning up on that, but the truth is I just need like a week to go through my entire digital file collection, and I don't have that kind of time. I did end up getting enough space to be able to do this video, and I have had it partially edited for a very long time and just kind of fell out of love with the idea of posting about our Hawaii trip. But I am going to go ahead and post this video. Obviously, you're watching it now, and I am open to doing more videos about Hawaii. I specifically want to answer any questions that viewers may have about camping on Maui and Kauai, and anything that might be on your mind about traveling with just carry-ons or traveling with children in general. I'm very happy to answer any of those questions and give you any information that can be helpful for you, because I understand that it can be very, very stressful and overwhelming to think about taking children on a plane or a trip or to another country or, you know, anything like that, let alone the camping aspect of it. So if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments, and I'm hoping to do like either one Q&A video or potentially, depending on the topic, separate dedicated videos for whatever is being asked. And yeah, that's kind of what's been going on over here. In terms of going forward on my channel, I'm actually kind of feeling like filming more sewing videos again. So let me know in the comments anything about Hawaii that you have questions of, or traveling with kids. And if you don't have any of those questions, let me know what you'd like to see in terms of sewing.
And I'm sticking mine and the kids' hats in here as well, and our 2 camping mugs and one of our wet bags. Oh, that feels great.
Okay, onto the boys' suitcase. This one's pretty straightforward. Just stick in all their clothes in there, starting with the side for my son. And there was a little bit of room, so I'm trying to just stick in whatever we can. Again, traveling with just carry-ons is honestly super fun for me because I get to challenge my creativity and like my Tetris skills, which I love. But you can see I tried to put that pot in there and there's just like no bueno. That was not going. So I put all of his clothes in, and then you're going to see I have room to put in the flashlights. I also try some other things like, you know, maybe the towels will fit in here. No, maybe this purses will fit in here with the passport holder and stuff like that. That just kind of needs a flat place to go. But yeah, you'll see later in the video what ends up happening here.
Alright, so the boys still have quite a bit of room in their suitcase, so we will see what ends up getting put in there. Thinking possibly my camera stuff. Okay, time to pack the personal items. Honestly, I'm struggling more with this just because I don't know all the things that have to go in. All the things that have to go in are different shapes and sizes. It's not like clothes that are easy to pack. I'm worried I'm gonna forget stuff. I'm worried we don't have enough room. So let's start with the bags that we have. We're taking just a regular backpack, my husband's backpack from university or tech school, I guess. And then I purchased this one on Amazon. Don't like it, probably wouldn't recommend it. This sizing and everything is great, but it's like that shiny, slippery, cheap material. I didn't expect that. However, it does have lots of pockets and storage opportunity. And then we have our dry bag. This, I don't know that we will actually need to use it. We'll see what ends up getting put in here. Possibly our pot set, and yeah. And then this is a cooler bag backpack. So we're gonna put all the snacks in here, and then this will double as our cooler on the trip. My father-in-law actually gave us these snacks just because, but they're great. They'll be great for on the plane because I typically don't buy stuff like that. I did pick up some goldfish crackers because they were on sale. Thought they'd be great. We all like those. I was hoping to get to making some snacks as well. We'll see if I do or not. Then I picked up just a bunch of fruit snacks and protein bars. Pack of gum. And there's still quite a bit of room in there in case I need to pack something else or a snack or whatever. I'm going to stick some wipes in here. Also got a big backpack. It's funny, we didn't ever use these when our kids were babies, but now that we travel and tent, people recommend them lots, and I actually still haven't bought any, but I figured for this trip they'd be good for a variety of things, but especially on the plane when we have snacks. And then of course we're leaving 2 days after Halloween, so the kids have each made up a bag of their favorite Halloween treats to take. And I'll do some pumpkin seeds and some trail mix, and that will be that bag. It will fit 2 water bottles, and the other 2 of her water bottles will go in, oh, maybe not. I thought we had 4 pouches, but 1 on this bag for sure, and then the other one we may just have to stick in this pocket. Just realizing I was supposed to sew a bag for this so that once it's dirty, it doesn't get all our stuff dirty. I think what I'm going to do first is just put it in this bag. I wasn't planning to take this bag, but I guess we will. And then once it's dirty, I'll use one of my other bags instead, since this bag, well, we'll see, whatever. It doesn't matter which bag I use, just needs to be protecting our luggage. And it fits best in the black backpack, so I guess that's going to be our luggage backpack, and this will be for things to do on the plane. I have our sequence game here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a bunch of stuff for the kids to do. Our headphones have to go in somewhere, our pillows. Oh, it's really hitting me how much I still have to do today. I was hoping to get to bed at a decent time tonight, but well, we'll see. Like the bulkiest life jackets too. But if we can get them in, I will take them. Still loads of room in there. So here's the thing. I was going to take my big camera. I didn't want to. I wanted to buy a different, smaller camera, but when we priced it out, it was going to be like $500 to get everything we wanted, and I don't know, it just didn't feel right. So just today I realized maybe I'll just use my phone. I know I don't have a lot of storage. I had bought a bunch of new memory cards and 2 new batteries for my camera, but then I realized, why can't I film on my daughter's camera, which she was planning to take anyway? Then I don't have to take my honkin' heavy big thing. So that's what I'm doing. I got those batteries charged up. The new memory cards I bought will work in her camera, and we should be good to go on that, and hers fits into this nice little case. So this bag, I mean, I do like the bag and the storage and everything, but for this trip we had so much little stuff. Honestly guys, like most of this could have stayed home, but having all these like pockets and compartments was really, really handy. And then I like the fact that it can zip all the way around and open up flat, kind of more like a suitcase. So this backpack did come in handy. I'm still not going to link it because I don't know, it's not my favorite. I don't know if you guys are noticing, but the only thing that's not really going to fit is my son's one suitcase. I mean, other than using the 4th bag. But I'm sure there's things we're forgetting, so I'm going to, well, do as much as I can, and then when my husband gets home, he can tell me all the things I forgot. And we can go from there. And then I'll probably have to repack. Okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm almost done. I think I'm almost done, but I just need to shut the camera off and just put my head down, get this done. Once it's all packed and I'm ready to put things in the van, I'll give you a little tour of what everything is.
All right, so this suitcase housed my clothes and my daughter's clothes. I had that dry bag in there, but we are taking that out because we're going to end up needing it. I was just putting in some laundry that had come out that needed to be replaced here, so I'm putting that in instead of this regular shirt that she had. So in this suitcase, again, mine and my daughter's clothes, and then we have the 2 camping mugs, my kids' wet hats or water hats, my kind of hiking hat, and a wet bag, and a purse, my purse that I'm going to end up using, but I'm not taking it out on the plane because then it would count as a personal item. So I'm packing it and then I'll just use it when we're down there. This is the boys' suitcase, so my husband's clothes all neatly on that one side, and then in the zipper side is my son's clothes and the flashlight, and I have our big binoculars, which actually we're going to end up taking out. And we ended up putting in a smaller pair, which obviously makes a ton more sense, but he had some laundry too that had to get put in here. And then on top of his clothes, I just had a tote bag for when we go grocery shopping or browsing markets or whatever we may get up to. And then I also had dishcloths in there, and I ended up putting in this little lantern and the headlamp, but I think we actually left the headlamp behind. We didn't end up using it. And then the kids' snorkeling goggles or underwater goggles. You can see my husband tried to put something in and that was not good. So yeah, I end up adding another tote bag in here as well. And then in the zipper pouches, I have laundry detergent and another wet bag, and then we put the snorkels in on the other side. And now moving over to this much talked about a backpack. I've got a pouch of my pens and pencils in here, an adapter for the vehicle. It goes into the cigarette lighter. And through this video, I'm actually showing my husband where everything is because he had no idea, right? Because I packed this all myself. So I'm showing him, but I'm also showing you. And then we're going to go inside of the bag, and in here I just had our itinerary, like any documents we needed to readily access, so that it was also like reservations and maps and things of that sort. And then when we open the bag right up into the main compartment is where I have very strategically placed all of the activity type things. So all of these cards, I have the sequence game, I have our headphones, a little bag of electronic like memory cards and stuff. The kids each have a little pouch of coloring and writing utensils. There's coloring books in there. There's some reading books that are going to end up fitting in there. Just that sort of thing, like anything we might want to do on the plane is in this entertainment bag, I guess we can call it. So just playing around to get the things that we forgot about back into this bag so it all fits.
Aloha! We are back from our trip. I didn't get to finish this video before we left. I was working on it, and then this happened. I don't know if this is gonna fit under the plane seat. What?
The dimensions went down since last time.
Might be up all night here. It's 6 inches deep.
Oh yeah, that's nothing. That's a purse.
We have another bag. I didn't have all the bags filled. Really? 6 inches? How did I this up? Down to 6 inches here. So it was late at night. We had to readjust all of the luggage. In the end, it would have been fine. They really didn't check the sizes of our bags at all. But now that we're back, I'm going to take you through and kind of show you each bag, you know, like the semblance of what's left here. And hopefully it can, I don't know, help you, I guess, see how we fit everything in. And I'm also going to point out things that we didn't even use. I'm about to get this stuff put away, so let me quickly show you what's inside each bag before I do the unpacking. And yes, we did catch colds right at the end of our trip. Our daughter started getting sick the day we left Kauai back to Maui, and then I started getting sick the day we left Maui to come home, and our son kind of was getting it like throughout the travel day there too. All right, so this is the bag with my daughter's clothes and my clothes in it. I had also stuck in these mugs bought them just for this trip. Well, I mean, we'll use them for camping, but we didn't use them once. They just stayed in the bag the entire time. I thought for when we camped on Haleakala that I could have made us some hot chocolate to take. That 5 a.m. wake up call and having to start a fire for hot chocolate that I actually forgot to buy just didn't happen. But my daughter's clothes did all fit in here on the way there, and then on the way back we had room because there was a few dirty clothes, so I was just kind of shoving things in, whatever fit in there. We did buy a few little souvenirs and we had lots of room for them. My clothes were on this side. Still not quite sure how I fit them all in, because on the way back it seemed like I couldn't. So yeah, it was a bit of a struggle. I really could have got away with only one bathing suit. I did buy a second top for my two-piece there, so this bulky thing probably could have stayed behind. I did wear it, I think, once, and I actually wish I would have worn it on our river tubing, but yeah, I probably could have done with just the one bathing suit. I did wear all three dresses, but I probably could have got away with just one, maybe two. These two tank tops, I think I wore like once each maybe. Probably didn't need them. I did find myself kind of lacking for shirts, but it wasn't that bad. I did not really wear sports bras at all, or a bra. I just kind of went without, or in a bathing suit most of the time. I did use everything, but probably didn't need everything. And I think the same kind of went for my daughter, but really what we packed was a good amount, so I was happy with that. This is a liquids bag. I had to pick up some more of these little containers to take oil and dish soap that we bought on Maui to travel to Kauai. So then, of course, a few other things got put in here, and we didn't end up using them anymore in Kauai, and we didn't even use them when we came back to Maui. So I mean, I brought them home, we'll use them here, I guess. Okay, this bag had my son's clothes and my husband's clothes, and yeah, it was fine. Everything fit in nicely on the way there. I had this, on this side I had the binoculars and a big flashlight stuck in here with my son's clothes, and I had, I think the toiletry bag was in this one. I think the goggles were in here too, and then the snorkels were in with mine and my daughter's clothes. We did buy a package of rope and a tarp when we were on Maui exploring the east side. We didn't end up using it, as you can see, and the tarp we donated, we just gave to one of the homeless people that live on Maui. So probably could have brought it home, it would have fit just fine, but that just worked out easier for us. So in this bag was where the trouble started. You saw that we had to rejig things. Again, it wasn't a big deal. They didn't measure this at all. So after our first round of flights, I just kind of packed this however I wanted. But we did pick up some antacid tablets, so those got stuck in there on the way home. On the way there, I had these front pouches completely empty so that it would meet the size requirements. In here, I had electronic stuff. So I had this little pouch filled with things like headphones and memory cards and cords, and that was just sat in here neatly. On the way home, it came a mismatch of things. You can see the kids, they earned their junior ranger badges, so those are in there. Got some change and some hair clips. At the start of this video, I was kind of negative towards this bag and how like cheap and shiny it was, and I still don't love the look of it. It has definitely dulled through all the travel, but it actually is a really handy bag. I like all the divisions and the storage that it offers. A couple things I don't like about it are mainly the charging station thing. It kind of adds this bulk that you don't need, plus it doesn't allow for a second water bottle pouch, which I would have preferred. And something I didn't mention was that the bottom actually has a shoe storage. So if you didn't have things jammed in the inside, this pouch goes up into the interior and you can put your dirty shoes in there to just keep the rest of your luggage clean. Possibly something I would use in the future. But again, we only took our one pair of shoes that we wore and we didn't have need for another set. So this pouch here right now just has a bookmark in it. I used this for kind of just like our everyday documents. So I keep our journal in here and then my pouch of
like reservation type things. In the large pouch, I love that it unzips all the way. That is so handy. I had my earbuds, wireless ones, that I used a total of 0 times. And I didn't use these pockets for anything else. This is, I just had pens and pencils in here for myself. Pencil sharpener that didn't get used. We really didn't, other than journaling, didn't really use this kind of stuff at all. Didn't use Uno, didn't use the deck of cards. We picked up this matching game. It's Constellations. We picked this up at the national park and we played it one time while we were there. But I think it'll get a lot of use at home here. We love the matching games. My husband's library book that he didn't even crack. We did not use this sequence game at all. We took a couple of books for the kids. They did read these two. This Jack and the Beanstalk book was brand new and I don't think they read it at all. Then I had a few books for my daughter. I think she read all of them. And we had taken a couple books to read when we were at Haleakala, and we finished the Magic School Bus one, and I think this one still has a couple chapters left in it. We took 2 coloring books. I think they used these once. And then they also got these 2 coloring books at the Kelia Pond. So that's where those came from. And then in here, my son had a pencil case and my daughter had a little pencil case. And then our headphones, which they used on the plane on the way over, but when we flew to and from Kauai, the planes didn't have TVs, so they didn't get to use these. Mine, you can see, are falling apart, but I did use them a few times. And on the way back, we slept the entire first flight, and then the second flight didn't have TVs, so they really didn't use these that much, but I was still glad that we had them. And I did buy a splitter cord so that I could put the audiobook on for them and they could listen at the same time and we didn't have to hear it, but we didn't end up using this cord at all yet, so I think it'll still be a good addition to have, but I didn't need to buy it for the trip. Water bottle in the side pouch, and then in this back pouch I kept all our other like books and things. So this just kind of got like a lot of papers or whatever would get thrown in here, and I ended up putting in all of our journals and stuff into that back pouch on the way home just to keep it simpler. I kept a log of every day and all the things we did, and some places I would buy stickers and put them in there, and the plan is to print out pictures that we took and put them in there as well. It's kind of a scrapbook from our trip. I bought this at the dollar store right before we left. I think I've done 2 puzzles in there. Oh, here's their Ranger Badge certificates. My daughter bought a book, some stickers from an awesome deli. Oh, and the surfing monkey. Then, yeah, so this just kind of got stuck with, like, you know, papery stuff. Some of this will get thrown out, some will get saved for souvenirs, but we also had a map, and this map got used a ton. Our Maui book. I took this journal and I think I used it once. I did not use this astrology journal at all. Yeah, we bought a lot of stickers there. It was kind of like a thing on Maui, and I don't know, it's fun. Yeah, I had bought this for the trip as well. I think I used it once maybe, so probably didn't need to buy that. We were always going so much that I just didn't have time to do my tarot cards or my journaling, and I really did miss it. I wanted to, like, know the phase of the moon and all the things, and it just didn't happen. So I think next time I would either fit in time beforehand to do some of that stuff, or while we were there, maybe, I don't know, it's hard because we wanted to do everything and we did do so much. Like, I don't know what I could have cut out to do journaling. You know, maybe when I had a few minutes of downtime, it's not like I felt like writing for an hour. So it was a lot of go, 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 and that's why some of this stuff probably could have stayed home. This is my documents pouch. Of course, it got filled up a little more as we were going along. We got some postcards and maps and different things in there, and that was stuck in the backpack as well. Did not use my cyclical wisdom journal. Really missed doing it, and I have to get caught back up on that. And then this was my planning book. Probably didn't need to take this one either, but I just wanted to make sure I had it in case I needed to look something up that I had written down before. So that was all in that bag. Probably half of it could have stayed home. And then this bag also has this secret back pouch. And on the way there I had put like our passports and stuff in here, my passport wallet, and it just, I don't know, it just proved to be too difficult to get in and out. So on the way home, all I did was shove all of our receipts in there. Still have to, like, you know, do all that kind of figuring. So that was that bag. I'm gonna quickly get this all put away and then I'll show you our last couple of bags. All right, this was another one of our carry-on bags. In here on the way there, I did not use the end pouches because I was worried about size. Again, on the way home, we had them stuffed. So I didn't have anything in this front pouch on the way there. I didn't think we could travel with the tent pegs, and we didn't want to risk losing them. So we picked these up in Kalui, 8 of these aluminum stakes, and we took the risk on trying to travel with them to Kauai. Had no problems coming back to Maui, and on the way home we even checked this bag and they got through just fine. Well, possibly because they were checked. So that's what we kept in the front pouch on our travels. And this was kind of just our tent bag. So on the way home I had my hat stuck in here, just kind of a conglomeration of things. One of our tote bags that we used frequently for groceries or beach days or whatever, and here's just a few random items. I am the type of person that if I don't unpack right away, it'll be 3 weeks later and things will still be packed. And I want to know if you're the same or if you always do it right away or always leave it till the last minute. I had also stuck my book in here. On the way there, this was in the backpack, that beigey backpack, kids' hats. These were the compression bags we used. For some reason we had extra coming home. I think because we didn't put the towels in because they were wet, and I don't know, maybe I took extras. Garbage bag. I bought some ashwagandha, toilet paper.
Oh, Mom.
There's the rest of the roll of garbage bags. I bought this to use kind of last minute right before we got to the airport. I thought it would be helpful for if we were going to use our phone for anything. It clips onto your vent. Didn't obviously use it once, but we'll see if I use it here at home. So in this bag on the way there we had our tent. So here's the poles. They barely fit diagonally. That's why we had to take this tent, because the poles were shorter. I had our mattresses. So this is our double. And then the tent, this is our entire tent. It fit in one of these compression bags, and we actually, on the way there, we did not have the fly in a compression bag, but on the way home I said, you know what, let's try and do that, see if we can squeeze some more room. So we did, and this, amazing that this is our entire tent. For 2 weeks of life in Hawaii, this was our home. And just some other things. I had bought these little scrubby pads. I only ended up using one and I actually lost it. Blew away in the night. So this one's still brand new. I did put things in the sides on the way home, but on the way there they were inside of the big compartment, and that was our 4 pillows that need to be washed now. We picked up a jar of spice in Hawaii, so we could just have like one multi-purpose spice. Didn't use very much of it, so that came home. The rest of the toilet paper we had bought. Dishcloth, cord for the lantern, and then these were in our food bag, but they got shoved in here too because we had extra space. Our flashlight, like I mentioned, it was in with the boys' clothes. These were the other 2 blow-up mattresses, the kids' ones, and then this shirt was my daughter's, but when we were there we realized it's not really good anymore, so we used it as a rag. So mostly in here was, on the way there, we had in here our tent, the tent poles, the 3 mattresses, and the 4 pillows, and that's all that was in this bag on the way to Hawaii. Suitcase, you may notice, is different from the one we had before. My nice beige new suitcase that I had just bought. Well, all these we had just bought, but it is bigger. It was bigger and nicer. Yeah. So we were able to check 4 bags for free on the way home because Air Canada booked their plane right full, so they needed some space. So we did check 4 bags, one of them being that nice beige suitcase, and when I picked it up it was smashed and the zipper was broken. So we got a replacement, and I mean, it's all they had, so I had to take it or else deal with somebody on the phone for God knows how many hours. So I took it. Such is life, whatever. Don't love it at all, but it is what it is. But in this suitcase and the beige one, we had put our sleeping bags, and that's pretty much all that was in this suitcase. We again used these compression bags. I was able to also squeeze in a few things along the sides and a little bit of flat things on top. We did have to buy a small umbrella when we were there. We probably could have gone away without it. And then I had this phone case, waterproof phone case. Funny thing, I did put my phone in it for when we went on the river tubing thing, but I left it in the bag thinking I don't need to take pictures, and I really wish I would have had it because I would have loved some actual footage from our river tubing experience rather than having to pay like the $20 per picture or whatever it was from the excursion place. Another set of sleeping bags, and that's pretty much all that fit in this suitcase. And then lastly, we had 3 more personal sized items. We had this orange waterproof bag. On the way there, I think it held towels and a life jacket, and on the way home it held only dirty laundry in our laundry sack, so that was really handy. Then we had this black backpack. On the way there it held one of the life jackets and our cooking pot and the rest of the other 2 towels. On the way home, both life jackets and the cooking pot, and just a few other things in some of the pockets. And then we also had our food cooler bag. So on the way there it held all kinds of snacks, and on the way home it held all kinds of snacks. We had such a wonderful trip, but we are so happy to be home as well. All in all, we had a fantastic trip. We did have a couple very stressful times, but most of the time it was just like amazing. Really like unbelievable how much we actually did in those 2 weeks. But now we're home and we're ready to settle back in and get back into some relaxing and just everyday life before the hustle and bustle of the winter season comes. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna get to unpacking all this. If you want to see more of our Maui, Kauai, Lanai journey, then make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss those. Bye!